let's be honest. There's a portion of the movement that are red light districts. The number one reason is not because you can't get girls in America. The number one reason is because you want to. You understand?
Hey, Jamie Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, ayy.
Let's be honest. There's a portion of the movement that are red light districts, and some people knock people for that. I don't knock anybody from doing that because I know there's guys who are in America and ain't getting no sex. Let's be honest. They probably got to jump over a lot of hoops to get sex in America, right? The average guy probably does. So imagine somebody a little lower than the norm. Come on, man. These guys are able to go somewhere and at least be with a woman. And guess what? They're going to get taken for their money in America too with 5 or 6 dates, and they ain't going to get a kiss. So if you're going to spend some money, people want to knock it, but these red light districts are set up in these countries for the men who live in these countries. You know what I'm saying? There was none of these places it was set up for us. Yeah. They had thermas in Brazil for Brazilian men. They have casas in Colombia for Colombian men. None of this is so all around the world. These things have been set up for the men in those countries. You know what I'm saying? Even though people from other places come and enjoy it, but I just want to be honest. A portion of the passport bro movement is guys going to red light districts, and I don't have a problem with that. I go to red light districts, but I also go to places that it's not about that at all. It's a big misconception, and it's a lie that the people are doing it have to do it. Nobody has to do it. You know what I'm saying? People do it because they want to. You know what I'm saying? You could buy Nikes or you could buy Reeboks. It's your choice. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of most of the guys who travel are doing something to allow themselves to be able to travel. So these are not just some hobos. These are a lot of successful men, and it's by choice. Yep. I know a guy who was a millionaire, and his job was to take him all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And he indulged in different countries all over the world. He had a wife and everything and kids, but you think he did it because he had to? No, this was a rich man. You know what I'm saying? He did it because he wanted to. And that's the number one reason why guys do it. The number one reason is not because you can't get girls in America. The number one reason is because you want to. You understand? And they need to stop with that BS that somebody got to do it. People do it because they want to do it.
So QB Passport says, kind of disagree. Some guys are forced to.
That's absolutely wrong.
Manager because women don't want them, period.
I meet so many dudes in so many countries that definitely don't have to do it. Just when you ask, hey, what's good? What you doing for a living? Where you from? You can tell by the way they look. You can tell by the way they dress. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the successful guys who do all the traveling, who have money to travel. You know what I'm saying? It might be a couple of guys who, because in America, if you got money, it don't really matter how you look. You know what I'm saying? And there's a new generation of travelers who might be traveling on their last dollar. But that is totally not true. That is totally not true. I see many guys who indulge because they want to, and they ain't got they can't get it in there. Everybody could get some. You can't get a lot. You can't get abundance. You can't get every girl you want. You can't get a dime when you want, but that's absolutely not true. They do it for fun. They do it for sport.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing about traveling is if you're going to be traveling consistent. I mean, I've met a lot of guys overseas that have money, man. They're set up. You know what I mean? These people, and they're into that lifestyle, and they tell me openly, yeah, I'm into this lifestyle. I make a lot of money. If I give a girl $100, why does it matter? I mean, if I take a girl on a date here in the States, They're spending just as much or maybe more depending where they're taking them. So to them, they
Guys,
view it as I'm saving money and time.
guys are going to have fun. They're not going because they have to. They're going to have fun. You know what I'm
So
saying?
with what QB was saying though, to an extent, I do agree with him because the thing is, I have met on the flip side, I have met men that they don't get anything here in the States, so they go overseas and they do things like this. Which, hey, do you? You know, like I said, I'm not going to judge you, but I think for the most part, from what I've seen, from my experience as a minority, but I do see men. I think that's what QB is saying is that some the minority do things like that.
Some,
QB,
to me, some. I think the ones who might need to are like, it's 10% compared to the 90% who do it because they want to. So many guys. You could look at them, you could talk to them, you could tell. The average guy that's traveling out here is not an ugly dude, is not an unfit dude, is not a broke dude, is not a dude who looks like he don't get girls. All right? I've been traveling consistently since 2018. I've been to 45 countries. I've met so many dudes, so many brothers, every country. Some of them watch my channel. You know understand what I'm saying? I sat, maybe had a drink. It's not the portion that you would say, yeah, and those guys are still less successful than the guys who used to getting it. Even though they went to pay, they still less successful
so
because in some countries, a girl still got to choose you. Where they go with you just because you have money, no matter how you look, is Dominican Republic. I'm talking about my experience with the multitudes of brothers I run into in these countries. You could look at them, you could talk to them. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They just there to have fun. That's it.
got
They don't care. They here to have fun. It's now like, cocaine used to be a recreational drug. You know what I'm saying? Marijuana, recreational drug. Traveling around the world, smashing broads is a recreational drug.
even with pros, they still choose player.
Not in all countries. In all countries, it's just about the money. Some countries, it's just about the money. They don't care how you look. And that's definitely for the Dominican Republic.
So, all right. King says, I would say Colombia doesn't care. DR be choosing.
Hell no. I seen girls leave with dudes who look like Frankenstein in the DR. Kidding me? Dudes in wheelchairs in the DR. They don't care about big boys in the DR. Big boys get shut down in Colombia. Trust me, I know. I got a few friends, and shorties would be like, I try to hook them up, and they'd be like, uh-uh. In the DR, that never happens. Ask any seasoned DR in Colombia dude, please somebody come on here and tell them, what, you crazy? DR is all about the money. They don't care how you look. They don't care if you got one leg in the DR.
Oh boy, we got some more comments over here. I seen whole crews run through the same few girls
In the DR, right? That probably was the DR.
I seen the same in Colombia, bro. That's what he said.
Okay, I have it. I tried to hook a big boy friend up with a nice shorty, and she was like, "Oh hell no, that has never happened in the DR."